Hello everyone, welcome back to another playthrough here with Disney Lorcana. We're going to do another deck I want to give it a try here, an Emerald Steel based kind of mid-range deck where we are using some of the early game plays like Duke of Wesselton, the 1-mana 2/2s, Captain Hook, as well as some removal spells of course that are staples to Steel like Fire the Cannons and Tinkerbell and Big Fairy. That 1-2 combo that's going to be pretty prevalent in most every Steel deck. Along with some kind of elements there I wanted to give a try. Wanted to really give a highlight to the Beast. Beast, the green 5-cost Beast is the legendary from the set, has Rush, and it has the ability to tap all cards to your opponent's control that have damage on them, meaning Big Tinkerbell's a good way to segue into it. You go Little Tink on 3, Big Tink on 4, and then turn 5, all of them are exerted there, so you get to use Tinkerbell to kind of clean up the rest of it and take down some other things, as well as the other Beast, which can help destroy things like Magic Mirror and other ways to draw cards using items that people are playing, while utilizing Beast Mirror on our own. You'll see we have Sudden Chill, kind of a discard card. Most of the time it's going to be just a ink for our Inkwell, but when it takes up the last card in their hands, that could be something really high cost or really big. It's going to feel really good to have the ability to just knock those off there. Some middle of the pack cards to kind of bridge us to the later game where we're trying to land John Silver and Mother Gothel. We have Flynn Rider, which is always good, just depleting their resources, depleting their hand quicker, as well as questing for 2 if left unchecked. Meg to help some of our lower cost cards take down something really big, like a Hades. Prince Eric for a similar reason there, the 3rd point of willpower there really coming into play, and Jasper also high willpower there to really help, survive some of the removal spells we were playing that aren't just, destroy a character or remove a character from the game, and preventing questing against characters that, you couldn't otherwise stop them playing and then immediately be able to quest with. We have Hans at 4 as our only 4-cost card to help deal incremental points of damage, kind of pair well with Tinkerbell and the Beast to really, you play Hans on 4, then on turn 5 you quest with it, deal 1-1 thing. The Beast is then tapping it down, and then you're really getting in there. Mother Gothel, of course, to help lock out the game, as well as John Silver to prevent people from questing. End the game as quick as you can with those 2 higher cost cards, but they do pair pretty well with the rest of the deck, most of it being inkable. The only non-inkable cards are the Beast and the Fire the Cannons. The rest of them you can play pretty early, but enough on the deck here. Let's get right into some games. See if you'll join me. Here we go. Or the opponent, haha. Thanks everyone for tuning in here. Again, if you haven't already, you can subscribe. That'd be cool. If you like hanging out and seeing some more gameplay, we are on the eve of the release at the local game stores. So really looking forward to that. I have something lined up to play tomorrow at a local card store. I'm going to be playing the starter deck, the Emerald Ruby starter deck with whatever packs we get with it. This hand's pretty neat. I'm going to get rid of some cards we don't really need early, although I could keep them to ink. I don't mind this whole hand. Honestly, going second, we have a lot of ways to play the board early and kind of pick up late. I'm going to get rid of the Meg, I think. Probably the John Silver, but I like the rest of the cards. All right, here we go. All right, Hercules, okay. Maybe a defender or a bodyguard deck of some kind. Let's, I don't think this is going to be doing much here against Steel. It's going to get swept up by Grab Your Sword, which we are not playing, notably. I'm just going to get this off the board here. Well, actually, I'm going to play the Captain Hook out. Hook can stop Hook from questing by itself, and I might want to challenge something a little bit bigger later, and this will help take care of something that I can't kill right away that maybe pairing with Hans can. Interesting decision point on the first turn, because we can Fire the Cannons. And again, being able to use your uninkables early, especially when you already have a Beast Mirror in hand to kind of play to the later game, is something nice to consider. And Aladdin, okay, Aladdin's gone. That could be something we could have Fire the Cannons, and looks like they're going to fire right back at us here. All right, Hook aggro. All right, well, I guess I'll kill one of them now. Maybe I'll kill both. Let's get rid of a Jasper here and fire away as they were. Since I can't ink either of them, and I don't want them to play the shift hook, the 3/5, 3 strength, and then 5 willpower to shift on top of. I don't know if I'm going to get that going here, so I'll get rid of both those now. And again, we have the ability to refuel with this Beast Mirror later in the game, but I'm going to develop until then. Maybe play this on the 5th turn. Okay, so playing Amethyst, that's our second color. Steel Amethyst, alright. I don't think I'm going to be Jaspering here much. It could be good, but I think it's better as ink. I'm going to get this Tinkerbell out. Again, we're just going to play out our whole hand here so we can get this Beast Mirror going and really take as much advantage as we can as the game develops. Alright, Donald Duck. 4-cost hook. They're getting back their Fire the Cannon, so something to be wary of. If we want to challenge here, we can't expect our Tinkerbell to live, which would be unfortunate. So with that said, I might just want to not quest at all and just kind of pass here. By pass I mean play Hans and pass, because it makes their Fire the Cannons a little bit awkward here, and I don't want to expose this when I can draw a Giant Fairy Tinkerbell and shift onto it to really take care of both these together. So let's just hold off for right now on doing much. What do we got here? Simba, okay. So whenever it banishes a character, you get 1 lore. Okay, interesting. It's uninkable. I wasn't really that big of a fan of this card, but I could see the appeal. Okay, so we really got to do something here because we're falling pretty far behind. I think I had to quest here with this and deal 1 to the Captain Hook, so that it can't just eat my card for free. Although, actually, I'm going to put on the Simba. So the reason I'm putting on the Simba here is because I'm going to play my other Hans out, and that way whichever one that they end up using to take care of the Hans, my Hans, I get to ping down a second time. And this has to, at this point, I think, take care of this here. Then that means that they can hook. Yeah, we're in a rough spot. We need to find something to get going, but we have to do something here. Really need to find a Tinkerbell or a Beast or Mother Gothel or John Silver. Got a lot of cards to draw to here, but we got to start, actually drawing them. Yeah, so at this point now you can see if they use this here, I can use this Hans to take this out, doing the 1 point here. They do get a lore from doing that, but it means we'll get to take this out. And if I'd put it here, they could use this, and then I wouldn't be able to take down anything. All right, Simba again. Okay. There's a Beast. Now, I think I'm going to quest with this. This is tough. I have to do this to get rid of their character. This doesn't do too much because I get 2 points of damage put on it regardless. That playing this Beast out is going to be awkward with the Simba hitting the Hans. I think I really have to actually draw to something. I think I have to get this Beast Mirror going. That's pretty okay. That means I'm going to leave this unreadied so that if they want to use Fire the Cannons on hook, I get to keep Tinkerbell on to draw to a Big Tink. Because Big Tinkerbell is the card that can really turn this around. It's always good to, in a lot of cases, I should have, even before using Hans last turn to quest, I should have decided what I was going to do with my turn. Meaning playing the Beast out as an ink and then using Beast Mirror to draw so that I would know I'd have Captain Hook when I did that initial quest. Alright, so as you can see here, that has quite a bit of damage on it, so now I'm going to try and take care of this with just the Tinkerbell drawn, the 6-cost Tinkerbell, and that'd be the best draw we have going for us. Fire the Cannons, Fire the Cannons. Okay, so we're out. They're mostly out, and they're pretty far ahead on board as far as winning the game. So, friends on the other side. Okay, they've refueled up a bit, so that's a little bit rough, but I feel like we can get there. All right, they're playing a Tinkerbell out. That's nice. Mother Gothel. That's a big one. Definitely gonna play that out despite having Beast Mirror going. It's just one of our cards that we really want to use to get back into this game. It's gonna make them attack into our thing before anything else. Which we'd really like to be able to have it survive attacks, which currently it can't. But we'll see what we draw here. All right, our Hercules as a bodyguard. That's a bit rough, but nothing we can't handle. Beast. Okay, I can't expect to have the Beast be the way I get back in this game, so I'm going to ink this out. Draw a card here. Okay, Tinkerbell's a thing. I'm going to quest with this because I don't feel like attacking this is much better than just questing. They're going to probably attack with it anyway into it. I imagine they send Captain Hook and Simba in to Mother Gothel to take care of it. And if I had attacked the Hercules, they would have just they could just in that case use Hook to hit this and then that's it. They probably should attack with this second. Because if this does the finishing blow, they get to get a lore off of it. They didn't do. It's a little awkward. We've used a couple beast mirrors or beasts now to get her hand empty, and now they have the beast mirror going. But hey, good beats, good beasts with the beats beasts. Words, they're hard. All right. So Hook's off the table, but they do have a Hercules here, which is going to protect their Maleficent and their Simba pretty nicely. Really could use the green beast here. Okay, well, I think I do need this in play. I'm a big fan of inking usually, but okay, well see, immediately punished. Well, I'm going to leave this upright because I don't want it to die, because I want to be able to attack with this big Tinkerbell next turn. So I just say go here awkwardly. Because if I quest with it, they can kill it if they felt so inclined, and then I couldn't do much about it. Oh, now they drew their beast. That's bad. Now we're pretty far behind now. But I get to kind of know if their last card in hand is inkable or not based off of whether or not they play it out. And it looks like it's a no. Okay. So let's shift here. Tinkerbell's a card that really gets us back into it for sure. I'm going to send this here. And we'll send this one here, only putting 2 points of damage on it and dealing 2 to the Simba here. Alright, now I had to play this Meg out. Just because I need more things in play, really, to help deal with this beast. Because they're only one lore away from winning the game at this point, and that's pretty rough. This game slipped away from us pretty handily, I think. The early game, I don't know if we did anything wrong, but it really just felt like it got a little bit too far out of hand with what they had going. The 4th point of health on their Captain Hooks and their high willpower on their Simbas really pulled ahead. The 5th points really did a lot of work on our damage-based removal, and our characters didn't really line up too well. Yikes, another beast. Okay. Well, that's not going to do it. We can hit here and deal 2, but we can't deal with this beast that's untapped. That's unfortunate. Okay. Let's give another go. Might have just not drawn very particularly well. Only one of our bigger cards there, and the Simbas definitely did a lot. I really would have liked the Long Dung Silver. Would have helped a bit. We're going second. I think it might have been playing the Captain Hook early. That's what did it. I might just ink it going second, but we'll see. I don't know if the mic is picking up right now, but it's starting to rain here. So apologies if you're hearing that. Probably going to use this as ink on the first couple turns just because it's so costly and we're early on in the game. We have more cards to draw too. But yeah, not hitting a Tink earlier, there was a couple really good moments where it would have helped, especially when that Captain Hook there was sitting there with 3 points of damage on it, and it helped take out Gothel. That definitely was a critical turn where drawing a big Tinkerbell would have been nice. But you win some, you lose some. Be our guest. All right, they're not developing their board, which is okay. Just finding a card off Be Our Guest. There's the Beast. Okay, so they're playing Amber Steel. I guess I imagine they're gonna have Beast Mirrors. So I'm gonna get rid of the Sudden Chill. I'm gonna put something down because I just want to get something going for defense. Help check something that they play here, maybe a Hans of sorts. But yeah. What are you guys playing at the pre-release? Anyone decided on which decks they're going to play? Or I guess the release, not pre-release. But yeah, when you go there, you're going to be able to choose one of the starter decks, I believe. You get a pack with it, and then I think ours is adding a pack to what you get to choose, which is kind of nice. I'm going with the Emerald Ruby deck. I think it has Aladdin in it. Pretty big selling point to me. I'm going to quest here. Ariel would never hurt Prince Eric, so, you know, I'm not really afraid. Okay, so they have You Have Forgotten Me, A Whole New World. I don't know if I'd put those in the same deck, Whole New World and You Have Forgotten Me, but you never know. Alright, so this guy's a little bit late to the party here. Let's quest. I'm going to use that to stop Tinkerbell from questing, since Ariel can just sing if she needs to. I'm not going to attack with Prince Eric here. I don't want it to fall victim if they have a big Tinkerbell. This does play pretty hard into the Tinkerbell. Maybe it was right now to quest. Because now they could shift into Big Tink and then use that to kill Jasper and then use the trigger from it to kill Hans. That would be pretty bad for me. But gotta get something going, I think. Since they have the Whole New World out. As they played from their hand. Alright. So I'm going to quest. Deal 1 to their Hans. This kind of sequence here where you have Hans against Hans and whoever gets to go first gets to do this. It's really big. I think it's a pretty big part of the game and what we'll see happening. Actually, just gotta play the Beast out. Or I guess I can't play the Beast here. I'll save it for next turn. I'll keep the Tinkerbell from questing. I kind of want us to put some damage on the Tinkerbell. Again, just because I know they have Whole New World out or in their hand, and I don't want to be able to use that effectively. And also this helps if they play Big Tink off it has some damage on it for my Tinkerbell to come down and kill it. Because if they use it to then attack Jasper, they get to double grab your sword. Okay. It's pretty big. Pretty big. They're drawing and discarding instead of questing. That's fine. Alright. See a Duke. Let's go Big Tink. As a 6-cost card, this is a very, very powerful effect by itself. So, another reason to love Tinkerbell. Oof, Rapunzel, that is a beating. Not finishing off your cards against a deck with Amber is always a surefire way to get Rapunzel, but I don't know that I could have stopped it. Them having Whole New World lingering is pretty rough. But yeah, now they're just going to leave these things upright and not let me attack into anything. Alright, well that's one card. That lets me kind of compete. Beast Mirror into Beast Mirror. Okay. I'm going to pass here because I don't want to let them kind of tag in with their characters to take care of my Tinkerbell. They could just use Ariel and Prince Eric, the dream team, to really take care of it, you know? No. I like this deck. I like this deck in theory. It's got a lot of cool things happening, but it does lack a little bit of card draw. Rapunzel is probably the best card in the game, I'd say. Rapunzel definitely gives you a way to pull forward and swing not just a race as far as, you know, it being a 4-cost 2-lore quester, but also it allows you to kind of keep one of your things that was heavily damaged in combat alive, as well as draw cards. So it's got everything really going right for it. It's a very strong card. And I expect to see it be one of the most played cards in the game, especially for set 1. It might be going forward one of the best cards to play, period. But we'll see. All right, now they're guarding up. Now, we don't have too much to draw to get out of that. Maximus is certainly, you know, proven to me at least that's one of the better cards to have in these kind of decks as a really good defender. But that's one way to do it. This will allow us to use Tinkerbell to attack, but we're going to draw a card here first. Kind of wanted, and I can just draw another card here. I think I like doing that more than holding it, because we have more big cards to draw to, and there's one of the cards I'd love to have. There you go. So kill this off, and we get to deal 2 damage. Let's finish off this Ariel for good, so they can't, you know, use it again to sing or draw cards off of anything else. But Megara proving its value there, adding some extra damage, letting Tinkerbell take down Maximus. Nice. Now whatever they use to finish this off here, again, they can use Rapunzel and then Rapunzel their Rapunzel too many Rapunzels to count, really, and that'd be pretty poor for us as well. But there's a Beast, okay, taking care of one of the Beast's mirror, but luckily we have two. Let's see what's happening here. Looks like they're just going for some quests. Alright, not the worst turn of events here. Ooh, So I can't ink this out because I'd love to ink it out and play John Silver. But we're going to trade this here. I think we're going to play this out and use it on Beast. So they can't, it has Reckless and they can't quest. So I think that's better than playing Beast out, inking this and drawing a card. So let's just ink or hit the Beast with this. Oop, that is not what I meant to click. I meant to hit the Beast. I guess that I dragged just the wrong one there. I thought I clicked it the first time, but okay. Okay, so looks like they're in the position to try and just play their hand out, so they can hold New World. They must have more than one in hand at that point. But yeah, they definitely have more than one. I'm imagining their last two cards in hand are two whole New Worlds. That's what I'm guessing. All right, awkward again. This is not inkable. This is why this card, how I love it, it might just not be good enough because I really wanted to play the Tinkerbell here, but I'm kind of forced to play the Beast out. Have this take down here. I guess I can just quest with this. And I will have Maximus. No, I guess I'll have the Beast. Beast something that gets Reckless. Tinkerbell's just too good not to play out here. I want to play the Beast out, but nah, this is much better. Now by making the Beast be something that has to attack, it means that they can't. All right, they're inking. No, they're not inking. I know their last card's Whole New World, so they're singing it out with the Beast, I guess. Oh, I forgot this thing. Let's Prince Eric trade. Yeah, that's pretty big. Maximus is so good. Just so much text. All right. So let's see what we're doing though. We're gonna shoot here. We will play this out. I think I'm gonna use this to trade here. Have Tinkerbell attack in here and deal 2 to the Stitch. That's not exerted. All right, cleared it up. Now they can use Beast, take out Tinkerbell, but then we're pretty much at parity, but we have a Whole New World, except Rapunzel. Okay, just one card though. That's fine with me. Okay, Whole New World. They use the Beast to sing there. Then Whole New World. I'm going to just play this out. There's a chance they could Beast it down. I really want to be able to have something else going. So let's ink the Beast because I can't play it right here and try to get ahead next turn. Casper's not bad. Ooh, Stitch. Man, I still know their last card's a Whole New World, and they haven't played it yet, and they keep drawing cards that are pretty good to have. And that's going to be hard to get back through. Because they have 7 ink in play. I need to take care of the Stitch. I just can't. That Stitch draw was really too much. All right. Good game. Man, keep getting pretty close there. We feel slightly behind each time. So maybe this isn't the best version of this deck, but it's something to try out. I do like a lot of what's going on with it. I like the Emerald finishers, but Amber, man, Amber's something else. Amber's my pick for the best color to start. And if you're looking to play in some constructed events, I'd be playing something with Amber if I was really trying to be competitive. Just trying stuff out now to see where we're at. And I thought I clicked this. Well, I'll link it, whatever. But Amber's definitely one of the colors to watch. It has some of the best card draw and some of the best threats and defense too. Some of the bodyguards, it has Maximus in particular, allowing you to not only take down something huge, but also defend against a medium-sized body. One of the better cards. All right, 2/2 against a 2/2. totally fine with me. I'm beginning to wonder if the 2/2s are actually good enough to play, because I feel like a lot of times you need to be dealing a little bit more damage. I almost feel like the 2/3s, just if you want to help defend against it, if your main strategy is not, playing these 2/2s to the board and you're looking for just early defense, a card like Donald Duck, exactly. It's one of the cards you really want to try instead. Alright, I'm going to play Tinkerbell out here, and I'm going to just quest with this guy. I don't want my Flynn to just die here, and it incentivizes them to quest with their Donald, or hit with their Donald Duck to kill it, in which case the shift on the Tinkerbell will just take it out. Tink will take it out, take it down. Alright. Maleficent, sure. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do here... I think it's right to just quest first. So what I can do is I can draw and then discard before shifting, just to get the extra loot. But I actually don't mind either of these cards, and I'm just going to get the extra lore this way. So let's shift on top of here. It'll take out the Donald Duck. And I can quest here now, since it'll get rid of any of those cards that try and attack it, as well as a card in their hand, which is fine. It's nice. Alright, Maleficent being used to draw cards, always nice. If you can kill a 2/2, a Maleficent, or just the one cost 2/2s, always try and kill the Maleficent, mainly because it sings so much better. It's such a nice voice. It is starting to rain, thunders and lightnings. Alright, Tibbs taking it down. Alright, I'm going to attack this here, take out the other Maleficent. Kind of just mitigate some of their advantage here. I'm going to play out my ink in case I draw one of our 6-cost cards and get Hans down. Hans will help check a Maui, so if they play a Maui here, they get, they have a 6/5 attacking into my 4/5, and that'll leave 1 point of damage on it, or left until it dies, so Hans will help take down a Maui here. Nice little help there, Hans. Mickey Mouse. There's the Maui. Okay. The 1 point of damage often doesn't seem like it matters that much, but it's definitely coming up a lot. Alright, so let's quest here. Now, even if they have another Maui, then while that's bad, there's nothing that I could do about that. Playing the Hans out here, it might seem a little bit awkward if they play another Maui, which is definitely possible. And also if I draw one of my 6-cost cards, because I can no longer play it since this is not inkable. This is probably one of my favorite cards that just isn't inkable, and I'm sad that it's not. It's like a card I feel like that could have been given inkable status, and it would have been great to exist, but cards that are uninkable have a pretty big barrier to entry here, I think at least. Alright, well, we're going to cancel so we don't have to shoot our own Hans for damage there. It's no effect from the Beast, just a 2 questing cost, 5 cost, 4/4. Alright. Scar, interesting. Alright, I'm going to use these things to tag team this down here, so we're going to quest. 3 health on that card is not that much. And it really makes it so that these Fire the Cannons look pretty great. Alright. Prince Eric doing his princely duties. Being Eric. Yeah. Alright, there's Maleficent drawing cards without having to pay for things. It's a combination I'm sure you'll see a lot of for quite a while in this game. Just a reasonable sized body, and yeah, just fine cards. Oh, they felt like they had enough there. Okay, I felt like we were one away, because with the board we'd get to 19 lore, and if they couldn't deal with everything plus whatever we drew, it'd be a little bit too late there. But that was fun. We didn't do as well as we'd like there with the last couple games, or the first couple games, but I do think a lot of what's going on here is good. Might just need a little bit of edits there as far as the earlier game to mid game. I feel like some of our, maybe Duke of Wesselton wasn't really needed. a better 2-cost card, which doesn't really exist in Steel and Emerald, which is a little unfortunate, but definitely ways to pick up more cards. These colors don't have ways to do that, and while that might be a color of their color identity, not being able to draw cards, pretty much most of the good cards in this game, or most of the decks that are doing really well, have ways to recoup card advantage, and this deck not doing that as well as those might put it a little bit on the back burner, but something to keep in mind. John Silver, Mother Gothel, and Tinkerbell are all extremely powerful. I did like the beasts. Again, the Emerald Beast there being uninkable is really going to be one of its downfalls as far as being one of the cool playable cards you could play, holding back most things that are really high cost that don't immediately win the game like Elsa does. It's hard to break that barrier for what you should play or shouldn't play beyond 4-cost cards in general. But that was this deck. Hope you all enjoyed it there. Again, it's the eve of the pre-release, or the release for me, the local game store release, so the 18th. This is on the 17th right now. But if you like what's going on here, subscribe. We'll be back with more. I'm going to be doing a podcast with I think it's the Lost Boys or Lost Boys on Twitter, so go find them in addition to me. Follow along and hear what we have to say. But until next time, guys, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.